Hello, everybody. Another week. I'm pleased to say that we have 0 individuals with COVID or isolating, which is fantastic news. And it just shows that this thing is sort of receding. We had earlier in the week, we had a couple of colleagues off with COVID. We had done about 525 tests looking back, which actually there is some fantastic news. We've got to make sure we've interpreted it right because it's just come out. And that is that we are not going to have to do asymptomatic sort of testing. And that the only test will be done if somebody's actually showing symptoms. If that's correct, and I believe it's going to be correct because it's already announced for the NHS and for care homes, that will be a really big relief, which then brings me on to my bête noire, which is why the heck are we wearing PPE inside homes, which is just absolutely ridiculous. It's unreasonable, unfair, shows that still they don't understand learning disabilities. Why would you have in your own home wearing PPE? Because it's people's homes. Anyway, such is life. The good news I see is that Liz Truss, who looks as though is going to be the Prime Minister, is saying that she's going to divert a load more funds into social care. And we really hope that happens because the funding is so tight at the moment. For us to get inflationary increases, half of our sort of commissioners have been pretty reasonable. The other half is just a fight and a battle and so on. And if we don't get those inflationary increases, we cannot do what we do. And there cannot be any compromise in what we do because we are not people who can compromise. We will not offer a lesser service. I'd rather shut our homes if that came to that, which we won't come to that, hopefully, than offer a compromised service because, you know, that's just the way that it is. Okay, I really want to put out a big thank you to all the Social Care Exchange staff, colleagues. There's about 60, 70 of them, and a large number of those guys, because it is August and because people are away on holiday, number one, and because we want to give everybody the experience of the homes. Loads of them are going out, and I think the Social Care Exchange is a little bit sort of a fairly desolate place at the moment because everybody's out doing housekeeping shifts, doing driving shifts. Some guys are back doing care, direct care and support because that's where they've come from. And it's just, we really realize that this is a fantastic opportunity for people to reconnect with what we do, to understand better what we do, and it gives everybody a great sort of feeling that you know, that they're being supported in the homes. And we're going to do this on a regular basis, but not for obviously such a long period as we're doing at the moment, which is a couple of weeks, as we wait for people to come back from holidays and so on. So what it's meant is that we have not had to reduce anything, we have maintained things, and in some areas we've actually are doing perhaps more because you have this new sort of input and so on. I have to say, it is the toughest, hardest, awfulest times in social care for other operators, and you know, we're, as I say, and I intimated that we're having to fight all the time. You know, I'm talking to friends and so on, or people in the sector, it's really horrible. You know, people just cannot recruit, they cannot retain staff, and so on. So we are in, you know, in an exceptionally good place with everything, you know, all taken into account. Our staffing levels are higher than they have been, marginally higher than they've been for most of the year, for most of the night. Well, just thinking back now, for the last 12 months, we've created a fantastic bank staff of brilliant students and people who are coming in and picking up shifts and are really incentivized to do all of that. So what I do want to say is that in a very tough and very, very difficult world, I feel that we're doing our bit and that we are performing to the best of our abilities. And that's all we can really say. But I'd like to wish you a fantastic weekend and a great week and catch up with you next week.